What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug. Welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Gonna fight Kofi Kingston on the road to WrestleMania. No disqualifications. Hey, Mon.
Hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks. Alright. Elsewhere on the card, Rey Mysterio versus Kozlov and Ezekiel, Henry and Kane, Ziggler versus HBK, the mentor meets the master, Cena versus Kofi, Morrison versus Big Show, and MVP versus Triple H. SOS. Welcome to a fine Tuesday afternoon here on the program. Kofi with some pyro. And the pyro used to be great. Used to be great. Anyway, certainly some things to discuss from Raw that happened last night. And I think most interesting and most significant is the fact that they clarified the Money in the Bank briefcase scenario. And that is the fact that it can only be cashed in on the brand that you're on if you're the winner. So Raw guys can only cash in on Brock. Good luck with that. And SmackDown guys can only cash in currently on AJ. Now, to me, that says one of two things. Either, one, in the next couple of weeks, Vince could totally change his mind, because he's Vince, and he does. And they can make it into a more interesting scenario where you could cash in on either brand, which obviously... Wait. Hold on. Hold on, playa. Didn't Teddy Long say we were going to be dropping the tag team titles? Didn't that just happen yesterday? So how come we're still coming out of the ring with the video game? What are you doing? And number two, if somebody from Raw wins, they were probably going to be cashing in at SummerSlam, which is the next time that Brock shows up. And so that means to me that it's more likely that someone from SmackDown is going to win Money in the Bank, because you have more opportunities to cash in on your champion. So there is that bit of... Really, Kofi? Really, Kof? Sorry. Catch as catch can, Mr. Kingston. Anyway, moving on to other Raw business, we have the fact that a lot of folks are confused on what in the blue hell they're doing with Nia Jax. Is she a heel now, after being face for a whole 2 months? Or is she just an overconfident face? And what's the difference, really? Like, do you go from being a confident face to an overconfident face, and then that bleeds over into heel territory? Is that what happened with Nia? And how could she basically bully a jobber after spending the past how many weeks being like, bullies are wrong? Like, does this mean Alexa Bliss was right? And because of the transitive properties that all heels are friends, are they friends again? These are the important questions. Not really, but I think they're important. Like, character consistency. And I am certainly of the opinion that wrestling and wrestling characters can have and do need some nuance, right? And there is room for nuance in your writing. It doesn't have to be just black and white, face and heel all the time. Like, I get that. At the same time, if you're going to have a character transition from one to the other, and you're going to have it done in a nuanced way, perhaps spend more than 3 weeks on that, because it feels like a whiplash, you know? Oh, Kofi reversed that. Holy crap. Kofi's the man. Going for that main event push. So yeah, that's if you're going to do that, spend more than 3 weeks and be like, oh no, she's a heel again. I'm like, just because you don't want to have a face versus face match between Rousey and Nia, and you want Rousey to play off a heel character like she did with Steph, like, I get that. At the same time, I don't get that. At the same time, it's like, but why? But why? So I guess we're going to have heel Nia, or perhaps overconfident face Nia, whichever of those two makes more sense, in the next several weeks with Ronda Rousey. Okay, sure. I still...
John Cena has beaten one of Raw's most electrifying superstars.
Wait, where's The Rock?
Is it just me? Or did he do more damage to Kofi than was really necessary to win the match?
You didn't leave the ring.
Now you're just seeing what you want to see, King.
Yeah.
We're only a couple of weeks from John Cena's long-awaited WrestleMania showdown against WWE Champion Randy Orton. What will Cena do when he gets his hands on Orton?
He'll give him an attitude adjustment and pin him, as he does. Vince screwed Vince. Nobody screws Vince. But again, I don't think that match is going to be any good, so it's kind of neither here nor there, I suppose. Oh no. John Cena looks mad and has something to say to this capacity crowd. What could it be?
A lot of stories are going around the WWE Universe. Stories about how John Cena is a maniac.
He's a maniac, maniac.
Don't lock eyes with John Cena. Don't leave raw meat out near John Cena.
What?
I'm here to tell you, don't believe the hype.
That's a fine speech, John Cena.
I want to give a shout
Fine
out to
speech.
Kofi Kingston, who was injured during our match last week.
We didn't even get hardcore.
Well, that didn't happen because I went crazy. That's the risk we take when we get in this ring.
It was an accident.
And Kofi knew that risk. We all do.
You're saying it wasn't your fault, John Cena? Is that what you're saying?
It's the price we pay to compete and entertain the greatest bands in the world.
Keep sucking her to the crowd, John Cena. Nothing ever changes.
But all these people treat me like I'm dangerous. Like I'm out of control.
Chain gang.
I'm here to tell you that you're perfectly safe around me. That is, unless your name is Randy Orton.
Oh, snap. Calling you out.
Randy, at WrestleMania, when I'm standing across the ring from you, you finally have to look me in the eyes. You're going to see dangerous.
But you can't see him.
You're going to see crazy.
But you can't see him. That's his whole shtick.
And then you're going to see a new WWE champion.
That's inevitable. The champ is here. Had my opening promo, and then it looks like I'm fighting Little Evan Barn in the main event. So that's cool, but first and foremost, message here, and it is, hey, you got some SP. Alright, cool. Hey, Maurice, what's going on with Sheamus? I have to know. I am so curious.
What am I going to do about Sheamus? He keeps bugging me, but everybody I sent after him ends
Challenge
up
match?
sent home in a body cast. He's worse
Challenge-
than Cena.
I'd be happy to fight him
Welcome
for
to
you in
Monday
a
Night
challenge
Raw. We're
match,
live from San
Maurice, if you just
Francisco.
ask.
It seems like the whole Bay Area is packed into the arena for tonight's show.
I know one person who isn't here, Michael, and that's Kofi Kingston.
That's true, King. Unfortunately, Kofi sustained some injuries in his match against John Cena last week and is currently under medical supervision.
Wow. John Cena leaves a trail of destruction everywhere he goes. In 2 weeks at WrestleMania, he and Randy Orton meet for the WWE Championship. What kind of carnage will be the result?
I guess we'll find out. Also, Maurice, I'd be willing to help you if you would just ask me, but no, you don't want to ask me because I'm John Cena, so whatever. Recognize. Anyway, elsewhere on Raw, Sasha qualifies for the Money in the Bank. That's cool. DX
So let me
is...
get this straight. A 7-foot-tall, 480-pound beast runs to ringside last week and costs us the match?
Sounds about right.
Against Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase?
Yep. Those were our opponents.
How the hell did we let that happen? I mean, Big Show isn't like some invisible ninja. Barring that, it should take a whole army of other guys to cause us to lose to paintbrushes like Rhodes and DiBiase.
Paintbrushes?
I think most of the problems stem from the fact that while I was getting waylaid by Big Show, you were spitting water at teenage girls in the audience.
She had a DX t-shirt. I was making the customer... And anyway, since when did I have to fight your battles for you?
Oh, you may be fighting in my battles sooner than you think, Hunter.
DX implodes? On Raw. Anyway, elsewhere on the program last night, the B team is still going for, they want their tag team title shot. They might get it. It might end up on the pre-show at Money in the Bank. I don't know. That sounds plausible to me. JTG. Don't pick up the phone, JTG. Don't pick up the phone.
And get lost.
Alright, fine. Pick up the phone. Get Future Endeavor. See what I care. Because we still need a challenger for Bray and Matt at Money in the Bank. If they're even going to defend at Money in the Bank, I guess. And they're not quite putting McIntyre and Ziggler in that spot just yet. So, although speaking of which, with McIntyre continuing to beat up Chad Gable, where the hell was Jason Jordan? We had the rumor he was going to show up on Raw last night, and he wasn't there. So perhaps they're going to save that for another week because they know that their ratings were going to be trash last night because you had the NBA playoffs and you had hockey. Randy Orton.
Looky here. It's the Monday Night Mangler, John Cena. How are you gonna let your little frustrations out after I end your hopes, your dreams, let's face it, your career at WrestleMania?
The only other person I'll be hurting is you, Orton. You've made an enemy out of me. You did everything you could to get under my skin, and it worked. I'm angry. I'm violent. Let me ask you, Randy. You think this anger makes me less dangerous or more dangerous?
Anger only gets you so far, Cena.
Oh, and how was that little chat you had with Mr. McMahon last week?
Get out.
I will compromise you to a permanent end, Randy Orton. So I suppose it remains to be seen if they're going to bring back Jason Jordan and reform American Alpha, or what the deal is there. But that seems to be a logical conclusion to that particular little bit of business they're having with those guys. Because otherwise, why wouldn't you put McIntyre and Ziggler in contention for the tag team titles on Raw? Like, who else do you have that would really be a legit threat? Like, look, I like the B team, but come on now. Hey, Legacy.
Go play on the freeway.
Okay, Legacy. Fine. Have it your way. Santino.
Freeze, citizen. Officer Santino, I'm the jobber. Oh, it's you, John Cena.
It's just me.
You can never be too careful. Crime is a sneaky little thief in the night.
You've really embraced your role over there, Officer Boyardee.
Yes. I am Jake and the Fat Man all rolled into one. Those two criminal elements, DiBiase and Rhodes, used the cheats to win the tag team titles. But I don't know if it was up, up, down, down, or left, right. You and me, John Cena.
That's good. That's good.
We need
I
to
like
bring the pieces to the streets. You are my new deputy. You're a little nutty, Deputy Cena, but you get the results. Now get out of my office and arrest those two.
Santino is so good. I don't care what anybody says. Santino is just so damn good. So let me go arrest DiBiase and Rhodes in what I would assume here to be a backstage brawl type scenario, because what else would it be? Hey guys, I'm here to arrest you.
I'm going to get a frame for mine. Maybe something with a lightning bolt or an eagle. Cena, what are you doing in here?
Look at you two. Gloating like you did something. You guys have had everything handed to you. Daddy's giant footsteps to follow in. Your own puppet master as general manager. And now you're bragging about titles you didn't even win?
It's none of your business, Cena.
I'm making it my business, Ted. You want those tag team titles? Well, I'm gonna make you earn them on Superstars.
Oh good, we're gonna fight on Superstars. Anyhow, let's go have this match in the main event with Little Evan Barn. That's the plan, man. And it's a cage match for some particular reason. So that's interesting. I don't like cage matches, so that should be real fun for me. Oh boy, it's a cage match. Evan Bourne. Anyhow, we also have the ongoing rumor that Daniel Bryan has not signed a new contract just yet. And to be fair, a lot of guys wait until pretty much the last minute or so to sign a new deal. So that's not unusual. He hasn't signed a deal just yet, but it is like, well, he's not sure when his deal ends. He's not sure if his deal ends the day before All In, more specifically. So there's certainly been a lot of fan speculation on that whole matter and bit of business. And I'm like, yeah, but look, I don't know. Obviously, when your deal's over, you don't have a 90-day non-compete because you let your deal expire. Like, if they release you, that's different. And one would assume, like, they wanted to have him not leave in September, so they were like, alright, let's have him back wrestling and get him cleared. That was kind of the whole reasoning behind getting him cleared, right? So the fact that they've had this nonsense, and it's like, well, that's not really... I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen, but Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle, and they're letting him wrestle, so I don't see why he wouldn't re-sign. As I said last time, he should totally do a Chris Jericho type deal, where he signs on for, like, 4 months, 6 months, and goes from there. Do not sign a lucrative 3-year deal or whatever, because if you end up not getting cleared, then guess what? You're back to being a GM, back to being miserable. So certainly if you're going to sign a new deal, damn sure better be a short-term deal, because otherwise they could totally screw you on that. Wouldn't be the first time, and won't be the last. And, yeah. So there's that. Here's Evan Bourne, the Attitude Adjustment. Now, are there pinfalls in this cage match? Nope, there are not. Good to know. It is definitely escape yonder cage. So here we go. Escaping yonder cage. Oh, really? With this nonsense? That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. We gonna climb. We gonna climb. Inches away. Escape the cage. Bye, Evan Bourne. Sorry.
John Cena has won this thrilling cage match against Evan Bourne.
We'll see if Bourne needs an ambulance too.
John Cena claims not to be trying to injure people, but week after week, the number of injuries he causes climbs higher and higher. At some point, he's going to have to answer for that. And it could be Randy Orton that does it. Or, you know, it could be someone else.
Cena's on a big roll, but that means Randy Orton could be more motivated to try to flatten it before WrestleMania. What does Orton have in store for Cena?
Oh, right. Superstars. I almost forgot. Unified Tag Team Championship match. John Cena and Santino versus Legacy. So if we win, then John Cena and Santino become Tag Team Champions. I can be okay with that. Okay, not having Santino as the main guy. Come on now. Come on now. John Cena, recognize. 1, a 2, a 3. That was fast. Your new Tag Team Champion. Only one Attitude Adjustment. Santino is an excellent tag team partner. He did the job.
Santino and John Cena are now the WWE Unified Tag Team Champions.
Did you expect these two to mesh so well in the ring?
Mesh? Santino's 1/8 of the team, tops.
Cena was stripped of his title recently due to the breakup between him and MVP. Who would have thought he'd regain it so quickly?
Not me.
I gave up trying to figure out John Cena a long time ago, Michael.
John Cena has one more Raw between him in his WrestleMania showdown with Randy Orton. Don't miss out on Monday.
The go-home show. What?
Raw is live in Los Angeles, and we're just 6 days away. Look, MVP is coming out of the ring.
The WWE Universe is buzzing. Everyone's talking about WrestleMania. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The Psychopath versus the Corrupt GM. But everybody forgot one little thing. Me. Montel Vontavious Porter. I won the Royal Rumble match, which meant I could name my title shot at WrestleMania. Now, Randy Orton tried to use his GM powers to prevent that from happening, but I went to the one man above him, Mr. McMahon. I explained to the boss what happened, and he made an executive decision. So guess what? Orton, Cena, I'm coming, and neither one of you can stop.
Triple threat match?
In 6 days, I'm going to be the new WWE Champion. Because MVP is
ballin'. Well, alright then. That happened. Sure, fine. I can deal with that. Anyhow, we'll get into that Raw tomorrow. I'm Attack Flag. Thanks for watching more videos every day. I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.